Hi everyone, Stacy Whiter here on behalf of Campus Mortgage with some quick tips for you on the key elements of the FHA 203K Rehabilitation Loan Program, Part 2. Now just a quick reminder before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice or used in place of the FHA guidelines. Also, this video was created on February 21st, 2017, and the information contained in this video is subject to change without notice. So just as a quick reminder, the 203K Rehabilitation Mortgage allows a borrower to purchase or refinance a home and also finance in renovations or repair costs into one single mortgage. Now, in part 1 of this 2-video series, we talked about the first option, the standard 203K. In this video, we're going to talk about the limited 203K. And this also used to be known as the 203K Streamline, but they changed the name to limited so it wasn't confused with the Streamline refinance. But the key to remember for both of these options, the borrower is borrowing money based on the after improved value of the home. So that's after the renovations have been made. So let's take a look at the limited 203K. Just like the standard, it can be a purchase or a refinance. The property type can be a 1 to 4 unit property, condo, manufactured home, or mixed use property. They will still have to put 3.5% down on a purchase. But here's where some of the differences come in. For the limited 203K, there is no minimum repair costs, but the repair costs cannot exceed $35,000. So what that means is this is more for those smaller type repairs and nothing structural, of course, and we'll talk about that more in just a second. But if you have a borrower that wants to purchase a home and maybe it just needs a new roof or it needs a new HVAC system and some paint, and the borrower doesn't have the liquid funds to purchase those, they could use this program to finance that into one single mortgage. Now, for most things, the borrower will need to use a licensed contractor, and bids will be required. So if they want to get a new roof, or they're having new plumbing put in, or something like that, they will have to get bids and turn those into the lender for review, and the lender will have to approve those, of course. But there is some self-help allowed, and the self-help, what that means is there are certain things under the limited 203K that the lender will allow the borrower to do themselves. It depends on what it is, but one of the most common things is painting. So maybe the whole outside of the house needs to be painted, or the whole inside. That could be something that the borrower may be able to do themselves, so they could finance in the costs, the material costs, but they certainly couldn't finance any type of labor. But there are some self-help items allowed under this program compared to the standard 203K, which does not allow self-help. Now, here are the eligible repairs under this program. It's pretty much things that are non-structural. Roof, siding, gutters, and downspouts, the repairs are allowed, eliminating health and safety hazards, septic, plumbing, well, heating, AC, electrical repairs, appliances, fences, walkways, and driveways, the repair or removal of an in-ground swimming pool, exterior decks, patios, and porches. Now, this is not an all-inclusive list. These are just some of the key things. But the main thing to remember is that any eligible repair, it has to be non-structural. They can't add on a room. They can't move a load-bearing wall. It really needs to be something from this list or something cosmetic. But the most important part is that whatever they're doing, it really must increase the value of the home, because again, that's the point of the mortgage, is that these repairs are going to increase the value of the home. Now, some ineligible repairs, it's pretty much the same thing as the standard 203K, but it does include the structural piece. One other item is it can't be any repairs that require more than 6 months to complete. So whatever repairs are going to be done on this program have to be completed within 6 months of closing. They also don't allow you to do landscaping or site improvements with this program, or any recreational or luxury improvements as well. So those are kind of the key elements of the 203K, the standard and the limited. The one piece of advice that I would give you, whether you're a processor, an underwriter, a loan officer, is that if you have one of these loans in process, make sure that the borrower understands that whichever type they do, it's typically going to be a little bit longer of a close time. There's more steps involved, there's more paperwork involved, and just prepare the borrower up front that this is not a standard type mortgage, and it may take 45 to 60 days to close versus the standard 30 days. Just setting those expectations up front is going to make it a lot smoother for you and for the borrower, of course. All right, everyone, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips and videos, please visit campusmortgage.org and watch for our weekly mortgage tips and videos designed for all mortgage professionals, including underwriters, processors, loan officers, closers, and post-closers. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.